Hey guys, what's up? It's Riri, and a lot of people have been asking me to film my new look that I've been doing recently. It's very simple, it's very natural. It's nothing really too special about it. I just don't do my face anymore, so I normally just do my eyes. I'm gonna do some highlight and some blush, a light contour, not really anything too big. But people have been asking me to do this, and I haven't filmed in quite some time. So this is also gonna be the opportunity for me to answer some questions people have been asking me, especially about the post that I posted yesterday about my ex. And I'll get into all of that. I'm not trying to start no drama or anything, but someone had asked me, are y'all together? And I was like, no. And then someone's like, well, you never said anything about it. And I'm like, I thought I did. So I'm going to address all of that. If you guys want to send some questions, then that's great. This look does not take long. So if you do have any questions, go ahead and send them. As you can see, my brows and my eyes are primed, ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and highlight my brow bone. I know some people like to use concealer. I don't. I like to use my brow. I like to just use a simple eyeshadow. And I literally just put it on my brow. And then just take my finger and kind of like do this, like that's literally all I do. It's nothing spectacular. It's nothing, oh my goodness, everyone's commenting on my post. It's nothing too crazy. It's very, very simple. I'm also using the James Charles palette. I have a tendency to use the same palette for just about everything, and in particular, this palette, you really could do so much and use so many different things and do so many different looks. All right, moving on to eyeshadow. Like I said, I'm using the James Charles palette. I'm using the neutral side, like section. I'm gonna go in with this like brown color, and I'm gonna put this all over my lid. So a lot of people look back to my ex and all of that. There is some kickback with this. With this eyeshadow, you guys, just so you know, when you get it, definitely dust the excess off. But anyways, okay, so everyone's asking, I'm going to talk to you about it. So 5 months ago, I got into a relationship with a guy named Tim. Unbeknownst to me, I found out that Tim had some mental issues. We worked at a restaurant together. I know, mistake number one. And we began a relationship, and it started off, which I thought would be great for me. It's a freaking one night stand with sleeping with this person and, you know, not really having a relationship. Like, I was totally fine with that. Where shit got crazy and kind of went overboard is that he decided to tell someone at work, and what he said, basically, like, her shit was bomb as fuck, blah, 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 her head was good, whatever the fuck he said. In this sense, it made other coworkers curious. So, of course, I go to work, and all of my male coworkers are kind of like looking at me crazy, and I'm trying to figure out what the fuck they're looking at and what's going on. And then I find out that that's what happened, what was said. That irritated the fuck out of me, because now people are like, well, you fucked him, you'll fuck anybody. So I'm going to use that same brush. I just wiped it off. I'm going to go in with the brown, light brown kind of shade. And so that, like, really, like, irritated me, because I was just like, dude, like, privacy. Hello, keep it a secret. Something. And later it comes out that, you know, he doesn't really do well with the ladies. And so he, like, never had vagina, I guess. Or if he did, it was never good or whatever. And so because it was so good, he decided to go ahead and tell the entire universe about it. So fast forward, the kid stays over, like, a couple more times. And I'm just like, okay, that's cool. Then I come home from work, and you guys saw this video. I come home, kid had moved like all of his shit in, and he was like, I think we should live together and all this other bullshit. And I'm just like, you know, like, I really don't need anyone here with me. Like, I'm perfectly happy doing this on my own. Like, I'm good, I'm single, I love it. No. So he moves in, and boy, that shit was like literally so fucked up and so awkward, and I just didn't even know. Guys, like, all of that puts me through like all this drama. I decide I'm gonna stay out one night. I went out with some friends. I hung out. I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna add a little bit of purple. I went out and I didn't come home. I spent the night at best friend's house. You guys all know who my best friend is. Went to best friend's house. Hooked up with my best friend. We kind of just chilled, hung out. And then I went home, and after everything was said and done, I pretty much told him, hey, I think it's just best that you go home. Like, it's not really working out with our relationship. It's not really working out with us together. So you should just, go home. So he starts pack up his things, and he's like, I don't know if this is a good idea, blah, 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 blah. I just had like a sick feeling about something, so I changed the locks. Like, immediately changed the locks. I changed my locks. I move on with life. Now, at this point, I had already been talking to this one guy that you guys will eventually meet. But anyways, I had already started talking to this one guy, and it was nothing, at first it was nothing serious at all. Like, oh boy, did not like me. And so I was like, well, it's probably not going to go anywhere, blah, 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 whatever. But anyways, we're still kicking. But, so yeah, a few days later, I go somewhere. I forgot where I go. I go out, and I come back home, and my house just looks really weird. And I'm like, my house just looks weird. It just does not look right. And so I can't tell if anything has been stolen or anything like that. It just doesn't look right. I spend the night with my male friend, and I come home, and like I said, my house just looks totally weird. I don't know what's going on. I know you guys don't think this is really simple, but literally it's like four shadows. I just can blend really well. And so I'm just sitting there, and I'm just like, okay. So I go on vacation. I'm going to go and do my shimmer. I go on vacation, and I'm going to do like a very, very light shimmer color. It's like champagne. I go on vacation, I come back, and that's when I realize my house has been broken into. And I'm like, not only has my house been like broken into, they literally like broke the lock, and I will literally show you guys a picture of it, because it's insanely to see how you can definitely tell it wasn't someone who ever broke into someone's house. Why? They didn't know what the fuck they were doing. You can definitely tell that it was a fucking amateur. So anyways, I call the police, I call the police, blah, 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 make a police report, all of that. You guys, this was like June 13th. On, I think it's Father's Day, or right before Father's Day, there's another fucking break-in. And this time the person was inside of my house, because they broke the screen door that goes to the patio. That was broken. So that tells me that the person was in my house and didn't understand it. They broke. I don't understand how they didn't know that they did that. So that was broken. A pair of sneakers were stolen. Stuff was kind of just thrown around. So again, I call the police again, and I make another police report. They do fingerprints and all of that. And then there was one before that. There was another break-in. This was like the third one. The police asked me, have you had any tenants living here on this? I said, yeah, I had an ex that lived here for a little bit. They were like, well, maybe he's the one who did the doing. Probably so. That's the only thing that I could think of, anything my family could think of. Blah, 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 blah. So I asked my neighbors, and one of my neighbors, he asked me, were me and old boy together? Because he saw him, but he didn't see me. And I said, no, we're not together. We haven't been together for a while. And he said, well, I saw him. That to me indicated that he was close to my apartment, stalking me and all of that. So let's get to the post from yesterday. What I posted yesterday, I was basically telling you guys, we're not together. We haven't been together for quite some time. And then on top of all of that, this dude tried to send people to my house who tried to harm me. But again, I wasn't there. But luckily, my neighbors were there. My neighbors happened to see some stuff as well. They called the police, blah, 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 blah. And that is why I made the status yesterday. You guys, I'm done with my eyes. I just have to do mascara. And that's pretty much what happened. So that's why I posted what I posted, because I wanted to tell people, like, no, we're not together. I've never been with someone who tries to get me set up to be raped, robbed, or anything like that. Like I said, the break-in, it was clearly an amateur. It wasn't someone who did it. And if you're going to break into someone's house, you might want to hit everyone on the first floor. Don't just hit mine, because I had a lot of ammo to say you did it. So yeah, that's that. I was able to move out of my apartment safely without any drama, and now I live in this enclosed location, and I'm happy with that. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyes, mascara off camera, or my eyeliner and eyes off camera. I'll be right back with eyeliner and mascara. I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face with the Morphe setting spray. This is my favorite setting spray. And I'm gonna go in with my Forever blush by MAC that I have hit pan on. I've literally had this eyeshadow this blush since the start of my makeup journey, and I've had it for so long, and I'm like, wow, it's still popping. All right, and I'm gonna use the Too Faced Glitter Bomb. Y'all remember that stupid ass shadow that didn't work? And I'm going to use the pink and like the white color as highlight. It's a great highlighter. I mean, it sucks it's an eyeshadow, but it's an awesome highlighter. Like, this is like the best. Ooh, okay guys, this is the finished look. My lips are Love Bite and Dolce K. Hope you guys enjoyed this little makeup routine that I did. Like I said, it's very simple. It's not too extra. It's my go-to when I'm just like in a rush. It still looks pretty glam, but I just didn't do foundation, powder, contour, or anything like that. Thank you guys.